All in all, don't be prepared to have a high school musical experience because I promise you, you're gonna be disappointed. If you are going to cheat, listen up. Don't be that lame person to think it's cool to like skip out on the homecoming dance. Like, you'll be arguing with some girl on the phone and then the next day you're gonna see her in the hallway and it's just gonna be mad awkward. So personally for me, I would choose to have fun route and talk to anybody. And I'm done, bro. I'm not gonna go any more into that. What's up, y'all? It's your boy King Ant, and I'm back at it again with another biggity banger. If you are new here and this is your first time seeing my face on your screen, my name is Anthony. For y'all who don't know me, I'm 17 years old, I run track, and I make YouTube videos every now and then on my free time. As you guys can tell, we are in the back to school season now. It's actually kind of crazy to think about like how fast the summer has gone by. I know a lot of you like incoming freshmen are starting to get like a little nervous now that school's coming like right around the corner. So that is why in today's video, I'm coming at y'all with a back to school advice freshman edition. But to be honest, any advice I give in this video, you can really apply to any grade. So I mean, take it how you will. If you're in another grade and you still watching this video, take some of this advice and apply it to your school year this year. The reason why I'm making this video is because I'm now a rising senior, so I know the do's and don'ts. I've learned all the ropes when it comes to high school. I've been in the incoming freshman stage, so I can give some pretty good advice. I do go to an all-boys school, so my experience may be a little bit different from y'all's, but I have a lot of friends from like other schools, so and they be telling me about their experiences and stuff, so I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to like incoming freshman advice. I'm gonna give y'all some good advice, so make sure y'all got some notes, make sure you got some paper, because we about to get into the nitty-gritty. But yeah, with that being said, let's get straight on into this video. So in this video, I created 6 topics to give advice on. So here are the 6 topics. I gotta read off my phone because I wrote a lot of stuff down. But let me give y'all the 6 topics real quick. Or 6 categories rather, my bad. We got the school category, we got the making friends category, parties, relationships, school events, and just like general advice that I have that doesn't really fall in any of these categories. So the first category is all school related advice. So the first thing I have is be prepared for the transition from middle school into high school. Y'all, I know y'all but just coming off of 8th grade, but y'all not the big kids on campus anymore. Y'all now going to school with people who are way older than you. When you're a freshman, you're like 14 years old, and you're now going to school with people who are like 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's one thing to be prepared for. But also with the transition from going from an 8th grade to a freshman, be prepared for like, I wouldn't say school is harder. It's all relatively the same. You're just like going up a grade, but just be prepared for like there to be more work and stuff. Your teachers are gonna be more strict because you're not in middle school anymore. You're in high school now preparing for college. So just be prepared for your teachers to be more stricter. But to be honest, I wouldn't say it really wasn't hard for me. Your freshman classes are gonna be pretty easy for the most part. And also be prepared to like not know where you're going on the first day. The transition from going from a school you know everything about to going to a school that you know little to nothing about, that transition might be a little bit difficult too. But if you don't know where something is, like if you don't know where your class is or you don't know where the lunchroom or like bathroom is, just ask somebody. 9 times out of 10 people are nice about it. So the next piece of advice I have is, oh, this is a good one. Do not look for school to be fun. I know in middle school y'all have recess and all that stuff. It was kiki ha 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 ha. No, there's no recess in high school. There's none of that in high school. At the end of the day, school is school. It's not really supposed to be fun per se. I remember my first day going to the school as a freshman. I was thinking it was gonna be like the best day I had. And honestly, at some points it was fun, but don't have your expectations too high, because I promise you, they're gonna try to make it fun for like the first week of school just to get y'all like excited and stuff. But then after that, bro, it goes flatline, bro. It goes flatline. Like, so yeah, don't have your expectations too high, because I promise you, you're gonna be really mad when you find out it's not like a High School Musical, bro. I mean, some parts are fun, but for the most part, it's mostly you're just going to school. So, but honestly, it depends on what school you go to as well. Some schools try to make the school year more fun, others try to be like more, you know, neutral. It really depends on what school you go to, but all in all, don't be prepared to have a High School Musical experience, because I promise you, you're gonna be disappointed. Okay, so the next thing is take your grades very, I don't know how many varies I can put. Take your grades very seriously. I know right now y'all are young, y'all are like 13, 14 years old, but I promise you, once you become like a junior and senior and you look back at your report card from like freshman and sophomore year and you see that you was getting straight F's and D's, don't let it get that bad. Don't let it get that bad. But if that was the case, you're gonna regret that so badly. Like, I wish somebody would have told me that when I was a freshman, to take my grades seriously. You guys might not know how the whole GPA system works, but the grades you get from your freshman year, those grades stay with you all the way till your senior year, and all those grades calculate to like your final like high school GPA. So that's why I'm saying make sure you stay on top of your grades your first year of high school, because nobody told me how important like your freshman and sophomore year grades were. Like, they're actually very, very important. I'm not saying that to scare y'all, but I'm just saying, like, just make sure you're on top of your grades so that once you become a senior, you don't look back and regret not taking your grades seriously and like just messing around in schools. The next thing is make sure you get to classes and make sure you get to school on time. I know it sounds easy, but sometimes it's a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be up studying at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and then I really had to wake up like 4 hours later, 6 a.m. to go to school. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was late most of the time. I'm not gonna lie, I was late most of the time. That stuff sticks with you, just like how the grades stick with you all the way till you get to your senior year. How many times you're late to school, those carry with you all the way to your senior year. So if you come to school late 50 times your freshman year, once you become a senior, you're gonna see that and you're gonna be like, damn, why was I late to school this many times? So yeah, make sure you're on time for school. Like, it's such an easy thing, but some people just really slack on it. I slacked on it myself. I'm not gonna sit here and lie like I was early to all my classes and I was early to school all the time, because I was not like that. I'm working on it now, but also just be on time, just for the simple fact that you don't want your teachers like always remembering you for being like the late student all the time. Because I'm not gonna lie, some teachers just remember me being as a late student. Miss, if you're watching this, I'm sorry for being late to your geometry class all the time. Sorry. But yeah, oh, for the first day, really don't be late for the first day, because the first day, that's where they give like all like the syllabus information. So yeah, don't be late for the first day. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one, okay? I gotta put my phone down for this. If you are going to cheat, listen up. If you are going to cheat on a test, on a homework assignment, on a project, well, it's kind of hard to cheat on projects, but if you're going to cheat on a test or a homework assignment, please be smart about it. Please be smart about it. The teachers are not dumb. They've been down the road plenty of times before. I'm not going to sit here and lie and act like I've never cheated before. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to say I condone cheating, but I've been in some circumstances where I had to, you know, look at somebody else's paper or something. Everybody has been there one day. And if you're gonna use somebody else's homework answers, at least change it up a little bit. At least get like one answer wrong. Bro, I've been in circumstances where somebody has taken, well, it hasn't happened to me, but I've seen people take literally word for word people's answers and put it into their homework assignments. Sometimes they don't get caught, but sometimes they do, bro. But just don't be that guy. Just change it up a little bit. It takes 2 seconds to change it up. I'm not gonna say I condone cheating though, because I don't condone cheating. But I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And if you're gonna do that, be smart about it. Do with that what you will. Okay, so here's the next one right here. This one should be kind of obvious, but to some people it's not obvious, so I'm just gonna say it anyway. Do not bring a roller or book bag as a book bag to school. That is the most annoying thing ever in the hallways, bruh. Seeing somebody's roller or book bag just come strolling down the hallway, like tripping people up. That is the most annoying thing. That it is so annoying. Just don't be that guy who has a roller book bag. Just get like the carry-on joints. Don't get a roller book bag. Just don't get it, to just save yourself from those problems. The next piece of advice I have along with the school category is to make sure you seek help if you need some help with any type of like assignment or anything from a teacher. I know in middle school, like a lot of teachers, like they come up to you, they're like, hey, do you need help with anything, blah 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 blah. In high school, they are not like that. Some teachers care, but some teachers don't really care. If you get a bad grade, it's really on you. So the teachers want to see, are you yourself going to come up to them and ask for help and get a better understanding of like the lecture? They're not just going to like come out to you. They may come out to you and ask like the class, does anybody need help? But 9 times out of 10, they really won't. They want to see if you are going to like come out and reach out to them. So, and also that will build like a better relationship with your teacher. And then if you need your grade to be bumped up a little bit, they might be a little bit more lenient just because of the simple fact that you went up to them and asked for their help. So, and that right there, y'all, that wraps it up for all of like the school category stuff. Now we are going to move on to the making friends category. So when it comes to making friends in high school, it really all depends on your personality. Some people don't even want friends, but some people like they want to have a lot of friends. So it really just depends on like what type of person you are. But I'm just going to give y'all a couple of advice if you guys are looking to make some friends your like first day out or like first couple of days or weeks of high school. So the best way I would say to make some friends at your school is to join some sort of sports team. You don't even have to be good at the sport for real. You really don't have to be good at the sport for real. I would say if you're a boy watching this video, join like the track team. I run track, so yeah, I would say join the track team, basketball team, football team, soccer, lacrosse, whatever you like. I would say join the team. If you're a girl, join like cheer or something. That's like the best way to make friends because y'all all gonna be like practicing together after school and stuff. You can even just sit on the bench. You're still gonna have friends because y'all are practicing with each other almost every single day after school. So you're basically bound to be friends with each other just because of the simple fact that y'all literally practice with each other like every single day. And if you really don't want to join a sports team just because you don't feel like you just don't want to, I would say join some type of club because those like small type of groups, those are where you make like the most friends. So another thing you could do to like make some friends at your school, go to the football games and basketball games. Now when it comes to those, like the football games and basketball games, I will say you should probably go with somebody else though. I wouldn't say go by yourself just because you don't want to be like the person at the basketball game where everybody's looking at coming down the court, going up into the bleachers and everybody's just looking at you. Just me personally, I don't want to go through that, so I just usually make sure I go with somebody. I have been to like one football game by myself, but I eventually made friends. But yeah, definitely go to like the football games and basketball games if you want to make friends, just because of the simple fact that the person you're standing next to or sitting next to more than likely goes to your school, so y'all can literally just talk about the game, like who's winning and stuff. Like that right there is a great way to make friends just because like y'all all gonna be in the same thing watching the game. So yeah, that's one way I made a couple of my friends. Also, you should try to make like 1 to 2 friends in each of your classes because there's gonna come a time where you're gonna need help on a homework assignment, or like you missed class and you're gonna need some notes, or you're gonna need some homework answers from somebody, and if you don't have no friends in that class, then you're kind of out of luck. But if you got at least one friend, you got at least one person who can help you out. So another good way to make friends is at lunchtime. Lunchtime is a really good way to make friends because I'm not gonna lie, there's gonna be a lot of people who are like sitting by themselves, and if you see somebody who's like sitting by themselves and you also don't really have anybody to talk to, I say you should go up to them because 9 times out of 10 you can make friends off of that. But don't go up to somebody sitting alone if they don't look like approachable, or you don't think, or like you don't see yourself being friends with them. Only go up to people who like you think you could see yourself being friends with. Like another tip for making friends, don't try to like fit in with any crowd you see just because you feel like you don't have any friends. 9 times out of 10 those friendships do not end well just because y'all's like personalities and like characters don't clash. So like I remember I sat alone at lunch for like the first like 2 weeks or like first couple of days my sophomore year of high school. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but yeah, don't be trying to like change up your personality and change the way you act just so that you can make some friends. Your core group of friends will come eventually in high school. It may not be your freshman year, it may not be your sophomore year, but by your senior year or junior year, you're gonna find your core group of friends. So I would say really just be yourself and your group of friends are gonna come. Also, another thing when it comes to making friends in high school, realize what friends are actual friends and what friends are strictly just school friends. And there's nothing wrong with just having school friends, because there's some school friends that I have that I would like never go out with. And that's not to say that like I don't want to like hang out with them outside of school. It's just that the only thing we have in common is that we go to the same school. We don't really have anything else in common, so like we don't really hang out outside of school. Every friend that you have at school is not somebody that you should hang out with outside of school. Alright y'all, that wraps it up for the making friends category. Now we are going to move on to the fun stuff. I'm not sure which category I'm going to do first, parties or relationship. So the reason why I have the parties category listed is because once you become like a freshman in high school, that's really when you start going to like parties and stuff. So with that being said, let me give y'all some advice. So the first advice I have when it comes to like going to parties and stuff, be prepared for the parties to not be like middle school. They're completely different. They're completely different parties, unless y'all really getting down like that in middle school. But yeah, I'm just gonna say be prepared that it's not gonna be like how middle school parties were. That's all I'm gonna say on that. The next tip that I have with the parties category is if you're gonna go to a party, make sure you look somewhat decent. Don't come to the party looking all crazy, especially if it's like a party with like a bunch of people that you go to school with. Like, I'm not saying you have to dress like all crazy to a party. Just make sure you look somewhat decent, just because of the simple fact you're gonna see a lot of people there, and these people go to your school. So I would say just wear something decent just for like yourself, just so that you don't look like crazy at the party. I would say don't do anything crazy at the party, because nine times out of 10 somebody's gonna record it. You're gonna end up on somebody's Instagram story more than likely. So that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, and that is all for the parties category. So the next category is the relationships category. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Do not date somebody who goes to your same high school. That's like one of the worst things you can do. Like, because you could be arguing with some girl on the phone, and then the next day you're gonna see her in the hallway, and it's just gonna be mad awkward. So also, you don't want all those people at your school being in like your relationships business. Like, everybody's gonna know about your relationship at some point. Somebody's gonna figure it out. Everybody's gonna know. Your teachers are gonna know. Your friends are gonna know, and everybody's just gonna be like all all up in y'all's business. And so to avoid all that, I just say date outside of your school. There's plenty of fish in the sea, guy or girl. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Just don't date inside your school. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. If you do decide to get into a relationship with whoever, don't take that relationship too seriously. You're literally a freshman in high school. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be dating that person throughout your whole high school career. You're going to be talking to a lot of different people. Like, you don't have to be like all the way locked in with just like one person. Like, if you're all the way locked in with one person and when you're a freshman in high school, you're going to miss out on all these other people you can meet, like guy or girl. You're going to miss out on like all those people you can meet just because of the simple fact that you think you're about to marry this girl or boy that you're dating. You're not going to marry them, bro. Well, you actually might, because there is such thing as like high school sweethearts. But 9 times out of 10 in this day and age, that doesn't usually happen. So leave your options open. If you want to be locked in, that's completely up to you. But when you're a freshman in high school, I know when I was a freshman in high school, I was definitely not locked in. I just say have fun. You don't got to be locked in with somebody like that bad. You're a freshman in high school. Another tip when it comes to like relationships, just because you see all your friends in relationships does not mean you have to be in a relationship. And just because you see all your other friends in relationship, don't let that discourage you or be like mad and be like, bro, I don't know why I'm not in a relationship. I see all these other people like getting all these girls, getting all these boys, whatever. I don't know why I'm not in a relationship. Don't be like that. Everybody's time is different. Not everybody's gonna be in a relationship at the same time. If you're meant to be in a relationship, you're meant to be in a relationship. If you're not, you're not. Personally, for me, I would choose to have fun route and talk to anybody. And I'm done, bro. I'm not gonna go any more into that. Freshmen, this is for the girls. Freshman girls, don't talk to the senior. I'm pretty sure y'all seen everybody say that on these freshman advice videos, but it's really true. They are not the ones for you. If you're a freshman, I would say talk to another freshman, or the most you should go up is like a sophomore. That's just me personally. Don't go dating the seniors, bro. They're literally about to graduate. They do not care about you. You literally just got to high school. I promise you, they do not care about you. I'm not gonna lie though, some of the girls are the same way to like the freshman boys. Some of the senior girls will real life talk to a freshman boy just because of the simple fact that they look good, but don't do that either. If you're a boy dating a senior girl, that's still weird on both sides of the spectrum. So, but yeah, that's all I have to say on the relationship topic. The second to last category that I have is the social events category. Now, when it comes to the social events / school events, don't be that lame person to think it's cool to like skip out on the homecoming dance. Like, don't be that guy or girl. Like, if you're a senior, that's a little bit different because some seniors been through it like 3 times. They don't want to go to homecoming again. But if you're a freshman, don't be that person who's like, I don't want to go to the homecoming. Don't be that guy because when you at home and everybody else is at the homecoming dance, they're recording, posting on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you use, you're gonna be so mad that you didn't go. So I would just say, just go to all like the school events that you can, because when you're a freshman, those are really good memories to have to look back on your senior year. Okay, so here's just like some general advice. I would say your freshman year, your main focus should just be like trying to get good grades, trying to build good habits your freshman year, trying to make a couple friends here and there, but mostly focusing on the goals that you have set for yourself, because that's really what freshman year is about: getting adjusted to like the new environment, building good habits, getting good grades, staying focused, making a few friends here or there. Also, just try to have fun. I'm gonna say this very loosely, but take school seriously, but don't take school too seriously. If you feel like you've done like enough studying and your friends want to hang out with you, go to the mall or something for an hour or two, you can stop studying for a little bit just to hang out for an hour or two with your friends. Like, you can take school serious, but don't take it too seriously to the point where like you're damaging your mental health and stuff. Honestly, I feel like it's all about a balance. You gotta balance your school life, your sports life, and then your social life. There's a time and place for everything. Now, it can be hard to balance all 3 at the same time, but just being able to manage like your school life, your sports life, and your social life, that right there will set you up for a really good freshman year. But with that being said, y'all, that is the end of the video. I hope my advice was helpful and useful to all of y'all watching this video, all of you incoming freshmen. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you follow all my social medias down below in the description box. Road to 20K. I think I'm like a couple subscribers away from 18K actually, so road to 20K. And I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. King is out this joint.